So in today's video, we're taking a look at my makeup. And by that, I mean, it's the 10 pieces that I really can't live without. They're my holy grail pieces. Let's have a look. This thing, right? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Mary, I'm 50 years old, and I do videos mostly about self-care, beauty, and skincare. So today's video is all about makeup, and it actually came about by a couple of the viewers quite recently. Some of you guys have been asking a lot of questions about the makeup that I wear. What are the ones that I really like, and how do I get kind of this glowy skin? Which was nice to hear because I don't always feel like I have glowy skin, but yes, that is the objective. If you like the look of this video, I hope you'll subscribe to my channel, give the video a thumbs up, and also hit that notification bell so that you know every time a new video is uploaded, which happens every week. So I started thinking, if I was starting from scratch, what are the 10 things that I would go out and buy tomorrow? So you might be wondering, why on earth would you have to start from scratch? Because makeup tends to be something we accumulate, but funnily enough, it did actually happen to me quite a few years ago. I was flying to the States for Christmas with my girls, and we got snowed in Dublin, and basically in the airport for 10 hours, lost 2 pieces of luggage, never to return. And the thing that broke my heart the most was not Christmas presents, it was my makeup bag. So I had to start from scratch. So what I have here are 10 things that I would go out and buy tomorrow if I needed to start again. These are the things that I use pretty much every day on the days that I wear makeup. And I don't wear makeup every day, but on the days that I do, these are the things that I reach for. There are a couple of honorable mentions or sort of other layering pieces if I need to ump the ante a little bit. But these are my core 10 pieces that I will reach for absolutely every single day. So if you've been here before, the first one's not going to surprise you. It's this little guy. It is by Maybelline. It's called their Baby Lips, and it is a lip balm. It's a tinted lip balm, and it comes in, I think it's called Cherry Me. No joke, I have these things everywhere. They're in every bag, every jacket. They're in every place I might find myself for any extended amounts of time in the house. They're everywhere. I find them highly moisturizing, a little bit of color, and they go a long way. So I will put this on first pretty much all day, every day. So item number 1 is this one by Trinny London. It is called the BFF cream. It's sort of a makeup and it's sort of skincare. Now it is an SPF 30, which in sort of autumn and winter I will use as my only SPF, but in the summer and in the spring I won't because I prefer a heavier hitting one. So if it's right now, I've already put my SPF 50 on and I will put this over. It's not really a makeup, but I often wear it on no makeup days because it kind of blurs my skin. It's a fantastic product. I absolutely love it. In fact, I'm getting to the end, so I'll be buying a new one of these tomorrow. Now, before I get into foundation, I put something around my eyes. I don't use concealers. I have a couple of them, but I don't need heavy coverage here. I don't have dark circles or anything. In fact, my skin is relatively good. So I use a brightening cream. So I use this one by Becca. It's the under eye brightening corrector, I think is what it's called, in the light to medium. And I just use it in the corner of my eyes, and it just gives a brightness before my foundation that lightens up that whole area, and I absolutely love it. Okay, I have 2 foundations here for you guys today. You're probably not going to be surprised by either of them. I think you've seen them before. The first is my IT Cosmetics CC cream. It's called Your Skin But Better. I have used this for years. I don't know, it's probably my 6th or 7th tube of it. I take this in neutral medium. And if I need something with a little bit more coverage, perhaps on the days that I'm filming, like I'm wearing this today, it just packs a little bit more of a punch for me and has really good staying power. It's slightly more pigmented than a lot of the other foundations that I use, and it just feels good on the skin, and I've used it forever, and you can't go wrong with it. It's just a beautiful product. Now, this was the big surprise of the year, and this is the one I probably wear the most when I do wear makeup. It's by Laura Geller, New York, and it is called the Baked, Balance, and Brighten, and I wear this in a medium. And I love this product. I do wear liquid foundations, but I don't like them very much. I find them messy. I generally have to put them on a palette, or I put them on the back of my hands, and I've never liked it. So I've always been a lover of powder foundations, but as I got older, they stopped working for me. They dried me out. They got stuck in my fine lines and wrinkles. So this was a fabulous find. In fact, I've done a video about this. I think I've done a video about most of these things, actually. And I love this product because I can just use a brush, you swirl it on and off you go. It gives a relatively lightish finish, which I like, and it's really dewy, which I can't figure out how they do it, but it has a nice sheen to it. And it just gives me the right amount of coverage that I like for the makeup days where I don't want to look really made up. So I probably wear this, 3 out of 5 days that I'm wearing makeup. I absolutely love it. And if you have mature skin and you like a powder foundation, you absolutely have to try that out. And in fact, I do have an affiliate code, which I will put details on that down below. I think you get 25% off anything off the site. This is not a sponsored video, but I do have an affiliate code for you, so I get a small compensation if you buy it through my link. I love it so. Okay, so after I have done my liquid foundation, if I'm using the IT Cosmetics, I go in with a powder. And when I powder, I only powder sort of the center of my face just to get rid of anything that's super shiny. But I do like a bit of shine, because shine means youth, but I like it in sort of targeted areas. So this one is by Beauty Pie. It's called their One Powder Wonder, and I love it. It's super light, does the job really, really well. I have had this powder forever, and it looks like it's barely been used. It's a fantastic powder, super light, and it just gives that little bit of matting that I need. Not too much of it, just love it. Okay, and next we're moving on to the cheeks. So after I've done my powder, I go in with a blush, and this one is by Glossier. It is their Cloud Paint, and I have this in the color Beam, so it's kind of a coral color, and it just gives such a nice healthiness to the cheeks. I absolutely love this product, and it lasts a long time. I also have had this for, well, I can't say years. I've had it for, probably had it for 6 or 8 months, and it's still, I mean, it barely even had a dent in it. It's a great product. The next one are the eyes. Now, I don't really wear eye makeup unless I'm filming, or unless I'm going out, and I don't really go out a lot these days because we still haven't totally reopened here in Ireland, so there's not a huge amount going out. So I have this palette that you can't even see the name on it. I think it's called Revolution, yeah. And I got it at one of the local chemists here. It was not expensive. It probably cost me 15 quid. But these are all of the colors that I like to wear. I'm always in that warm territory, and I'm trying to experiment more into the cooler spaces, and I'm working on that. But you can see the colors that, you know, I use on a regular basis, sort of this top row, a little bit of the darker colors. I kind of want to use this color, but I don't know how to do that yet, so I'm working on it. But any of these types of palettes, I think, this has a really good color payoff too, and it lasts a really long time, and I love it. Not expensive, but it kind of has everything covered. And if I want to use, you know, sort of to do an eyeliner, which I don't do a huge amount of, these darker colors with just a, you know, a little bit of a wet brush works a treat. Okay, so the next thing then for the eyes is my favorite mascara of all time. Oh, this is Lancome's Lash Idol, and sorry, I'll put it this way so you can see it. This is such a fantastic mascara, and so far it just tops everything. I think this is on my second or third one at this stage. It makes my lashes so long. It just works magic. So if you haven't tried this yet, I would be racing out and buying this straight away. It's very good. It's very good. And then I use an eyebrow pencil, and this is sort of the one area that, meh, you know, this one I'm using is by IT Cosmetics. It's a dual end, you know, it's fine. I haven't really found any that I loved. I'm not going to tell a lie, you know, so this is what that looks like. It's fine. In fact, just today on Instagram, on my stories, I put out a request for people to tell me what their favorite eyebrow pencil is, because, meh, you know, I've tried so many and I'm not in love with any of them. So go over to Instagram and answer that question. Or just let me know what yours is, because I'm always looking in that space. Okay, so those are the 10 items that I would use every day. The days I'm using music, the days I'm wearing makeup. Now, I do have other foundations that I dabble in and out of, but those are mostly the ones that I'm using all the time. Then there are sort of those other products that if I need a little extra something, that I will layer into it, you know, like contouring and all that kind of stuff. So what those items are, the first one is by L'Oreal. I actually just discovered this summer. This is the True Match Lumi Glotion, and this is a lovely product. If you can see this here. So I use this in a couple of ways. The first and the easiest is just sort as a contour. So I'll use it in, you know, the cheeks and sort of the perimeter of the face, and it adds a little bit of warmth. But the main reason I bought it was over the summer I was at home in Florida visiting my mother, and I got more tan than my makeup. So, and I didn't want to go and actually start that whole thing of experimenting with makeups while I was away. So I bought this to put as a kind of a base underneath my makeup that kind of warmed it up, and I used it also over it. I kind of experimented with it in different ways just to warm up the makeup that I already had that I knew was a good match for me and I really liked. So I use that as a layering tool if I need to add some warmth into my skin, and it seems to do a really good job of that. I absolutely love it. So the other thing in that space is a highlighter, and this one is by Chanel. And I don't use it all that often, not as often as I'd like. I kind of forget that I have it, and that's this stick here, and it's actually beautiful. It has such a lovely kind of just a very subtle sheen to it. I'm not even sure if you can see that. So it's not super shiny, it's not glittery, it just, you use it on the high points and maybe on the points of the eyebrow, and it just gives that little bit, you know, it catches the sun or it catches the light. It's absolutely beautiful. Okay, I have to mention some lipsticks, and there are really two that I use all of the time, and they are both by Beauty Pie. I love the Beauty Pie crayons, these guys. These are the two colors that I use the most. In fact, this one, which looks like a coral, is the one I'm wearing today. It sort of looks more reddy than it does orangey, but it's a beautiful color. It complements the eye makeup when I go in that sort of brownie territory, and it also matches my blush very well. So this one is called Super Juicy, and this one is called Sexy Berry. And these are the two colors that I wear for pretty much every single video of the 62 videos I have up at the moment right now, which I just noticed today. So I will never be without these. And if you don't know anything about Beauty Pie, I have a video which I will link here and I will link down below that explains it. It's great, and they have lovely makeups, and these are ones that I never go without. Okay, my last two products are eyeliners. Again, I don't wear them all that often, sometimes when filming, but otherwise not that much. But these are the two that I really, really like. These are by Marc Jacobs. So I have a black one, and I actually probably should have gotten a brown or some other slightly lighter color. And I use just for tight lining just the upper lashes, and that's pretty much all that I use that for. And then I love this kind of nudie color. It looks almost kind of goldy, and I use that here on the insides of my waterline, you know, right down in here, which I didn't put any on today, and I probably should have, because it just gives that little pop. So I also use those on the inside corners of my eyes. Okay, so that's sort of the lay of the land. If I was starting tomorrow, these are the things that I would buy. And those initial first 10, without a doubt, it's sort of one of the basic pieces that everybody should have in a makeup kit. Now, I swear by these. I use them all the time, and like I said, I use them daily. Okay, so if I was going super duper basic and not doing, you know, much of anything, there are only two things I do. One, which is the Trinny BFF cream. Mwah, I love it so, because it, first of all, gives me SPF protection, but it just blurs my skin. So if I don't want to do makeup, it just makes me look better. I will never not have this. And the second thing is this, a little bit of mascara and a little bit of this, and I'm good to go. And in fact, that's what I wore all day today. I'm only filming in the evening, and I had to put on a whole face of makeup just to do a video. Which is kind of funny. So these are the two. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. A number of you are asking. I hope that answered some of those questions. And if not, leave more questions for me down below. Do me a favor. Tell me down below what's in your makeup bag. What are those holy grail pieces that you just can't live without and that you repurchase over and over? If you were starting from scratch, what would you buy? I'd love to hear, because maybe there's some new ones in there that I need to incorporate into my own routine. So thanks again for joining, and I'll see you at the next video. Bye. Zoe, I'm filming!